don't get the bail perfect every time. Sometimes you gotta switch it up and make sure you're unrolling the right side. So if that's not something that you want to watch or whatever, you can end the video here. Good morning. It is a very nasty day here. Yeah, baby. So I decided to wear this toboggan that I've not worn forever. Not feeling it. Should have wore one of my mama's. They're my favorite. But we are gonna go around and feed all of the cows here at the home farm and the orange tractor farm, and make sure that they're nice and happy before all of the weather comes. Right now, it was really windy last night. The power actually went out for a period of time. We got to use our generator, which is so fun, but which it's not, but you know what I mean. At least we're getting to use it, right? So it was really windy last night. It's starting to get windy again, and it's just kind of misty, rainy, nasty right now. And then I think it's supposed to turn to snow overnight tonight. And usually, y'all know I go to town on Mondays, but today I'm gonna go to town and get groceries and stuff, and then that way me and little man do not have to get out in the mess tomorrow, because right now it's kind of unpredictable about what's gonna happen. So if I don't have to be out in it, like across the mountain, then I'm not gonna be. So that's what we're doing today. Come along with us. Tell you, so Dakota, the weather kind of depends on the way we set out the hay. Hold on. So what I was saying was, so if it's just gonna be, you know, nasty, but no like threat of snow or like ice or anything, Dakota will just normally roll the bales of hay out. But if there's gonna be a chance of snow, we put hay in the hay rings. What Dakota's gonna do is he's gonna roll one bale out, and then he's gonna put a bale or two in the rings for tomorrow. So they can work on this one today while it's raining, and then tomorrow they'll have a nice, fresh, not snow-covered bale, hopefully. So that's what we're doing here. He'll probably do the same thing up at his, up at the orange tractor farm. And then we also have a girl that's having feet issues, one that's still had feet issues. Dakota tried its Elsie right here, the black one. Dakota doctored her up earlier this week, but we're trying every way not to have to call her, but it may have to happen. She's one of our original girls, so I don't know. I'm hoping we can get her better. Also must mention we have some mud for the first time in a long time. So, I mean, you know, it's muddy, but it's nice to have mud. We're thankful for it. Put that little piece that he didn't unroll from the first bell in that ring. Well, we're trying. It's not being cooperative. There we go. The rain's starting to pick up. It was kind of a mist, which is still like a mist, but it's like a heavy mist now. But they said today we could get up to like 2 inches of rain, I think, and then tonight it's going to switch over to snow, but they don't know really how much snow we're going to get because it all depends on when it switches over. So that's where things could get kind of interesting. But there's like a cold front coming from the north and like a tropical storm coming up from Florida, and they're gonna meet right here in Virginia tonight for a showdown, I guess, to see what happens. We're at the orange turkey farm now, and Dakota put a hydraulic thing on the spear, right? Yeah. Hydraulic, then he can tilt it, which holds the bell on so much better on like the hook up with a regular spear, like a stationary spear. The bell would be kind of like sliding off, especially when we were going like up the hill and stuff. It would almost come off. So he had this idea, and it works perfect. So here at the Orange Tractor Farm, we have considerably more cattle here, so we're gonna roll out 1 roll, and then we're gonna put 2 rolls in the hay rings for the snow situation tomorrow. Oh, what do you need me to help you? All right, we got her going now. Told Dakota, this is, you know, real life. We're not perfect. You don't get the bell perfect every time. Sometimes you gotta switch it up and make sure you're unrolling the right side. Looks good. See the girls down there? Bales being outside is the strings are rotted on the bottom, so you can just go through and pick them out. Okay, I really had to hunt for those strings, but we got them all off. That's 2 bales worth. Isn't that crazy? It almost looks like hay, so it blends in. Yum. Alright, they should be good for a couple days. So I'll go ahead and tell you, the next part I'm gonna video is controversial. But owning farm, having land, protecting wildlife, and our calves, cows, the whole 9 yards. We do occasionally set out snares for coyotes when there has been activity in an area. A few days ago, Dakota had noticed some coyotes by tracks, had pulled out a deer carcass and was eating it and everything, which is fine. But in order to, like I said, protect wildlife and our farm animals, he did set a couple snares the other day, and he did catch a coyote in a snare. So if that's not something that you want to watch or whatever, you can end the video here. Because that's what I'm going to show. He caught the coyote and it messed up the fence, so we're going to fix the fence and do all of that, and he's going to set another snare. So just wanted to do that warning. So here is the coyote. So I do a number on the fence, but understandably so, I reckon. We've got the coyote loose, but here is the aftermath of it. So this trapping business is very much an art. Dakota used to trap a lot when he was younger, but don't really much anymore. He usually just, like I said, sets out a couple snares if we notice some coyote activity. And I thought he set these out a couple days, because usually it'll take a couple days for your scent to dissipate from these traps and stuff, or that's what Dakota's told me. I know nothing about trapping. But he actually said he set these yesterday after he was up here checking the cows and stuff. So trapping is something I have never been around until me and Dakota have been together, but it's never really something I enjoyed. But for this, it's just good to take out some coyotes when you can, because they're never any good on livestock or even just wildlife. Turkeys, and you've got chickens and ducks, and we've tried to have ducks here several years on our ponds, but that just never works out. They'll last for a little while, and then that's that. But yeah, so that's why we do this, not to be mean. But coyotes can, like, what did we learn that one time? They can reproduce, like, they can have like a litter of 10 or 20 or something. I don't know. They can have massive litters of pups. And like, I think he had said 2 coyotes could, we went to this fur trade one time, and there's this guy there talking about coyotes, and I don't remember the statistics, but it was very alarming. They can reproduce at a very, very fast rate. Kind of like rabbits, really. So that's why you gotta kind of keep the population in check the best you can. Well, here's the ending product. And if you didn't know, if you were just looking at it like this, you really couldn't tell. Then if you look real close, you can see here. And like everything else is pretty much wire. We'll see. Quick family picture. Alright, so that's done. Now we are getting grain to fill up the little creep feeder. And Dakota said the calves, you know, are very used to it now. So they're eating about 5 5-gallon buckets of grain every 3 days. So 5 buckets every 3 days. So they've definitely figured it out. Shoot, so the wind is really starting to pick up. Chillier myself. it is cold.